Alright, y'all. It's Saturday, and my new powder coating kit just arrived. And I decided I want to give it a test out. So yesterday I went to a local thrift store and picked me up a little toaster oven. And these are the original backs to the pedestal lights are on the REO truck. I 3D printed some replacements that I electroplated, but I wanted to give powder coating these a try. So I repaired the pits and holes with some JB Weld. I used the original formula because the quick set can only withstand temperatures up to 200 degrees, and that ain't going to cut it for curing the powder. The original goes up to either 450 or 500, I believe, so this should work fine. I've gotten it sanded down and with 220 grit sandpaper, so they're all nice and smooth. I'm not too worried about the backside. I've just taken these out of the toaster oven where I had them preheating 200 degrees just to gas off anything that's in there. I've got 3 powders I'm going to apply today. I've got some Prismatic Powders Epoxy Primer, the Super Chrome Plus, and the Clear Vision Clear that I'm going to put on these as a test, just to see how that chrome powder turns out. So stick around. I'm going to get to spraying and see how it goes for the first time. I'm going to be using this PCS-250 on its lower setting, since these are small parts. And I've got it propped up here on the wire rack in hopes I can at least dust a little bit on the underside of these as well. Alright, y'all, just pulled them out of the oven, and as you can see, there's a little bit of orange peel and some other little defects. I'm guessing that's caused by the JB Weld. But I'm going to go ahead and let these cool since this is a primer. I'm going to lightly sand over it again before applying the Super Chrome. I've already got it set up in the spray gun after cleaning it out with some compressed air. I went ahead and put all the different colors in their own bottles. So I'm going to go ahead and let this cool, get it sanded up, and bring you back for spraying on the Super Chrome Plus. It goes on at a higher temperature and cures for longer. So I had to bump up the oven. I've got it preheating now to get it up to the temperature for that. I think it's 400 degrees, but I'll double check on the bag. Alright, y'all, I got these sanded down and all ready to spray the Super Chrome on. I sanded through in a couple spots. The backside got a very, very light coat. I think in the future I really need to raise the grade up higher so that I can spray at it from underside as well. But for now, I switched the power setting up to the second or higher setting, and I'm going to give it another try. I'm going to get the Super Chrome on. It cures at 400 degrees for 10 minutes, and while that's in the curing, I'll get the gun cleaned out and get ready for the Clear Vision Clear. All right. Might actually get a little too much air pressure, but we'll see. It didn't really take much. Alright, well, I'll pop them in the oven and see what we get. Alright, y'all, I got the Clear Vision all loaded up in the powder coating gun. It's time for me to take these back out of the oven. The chrome should be flowed out and ready for the Clear Vision Clear Coat. You want to apply that with it warm, so I'm going to go to immediately spraying these as soon as I get them out and set down. But time to see how they look. Well, I think this is going to come down to my prep work not being the best. But I'm going to get to spraying these again anyways. I'll get them back in the oven. They don't look great. They don't look terrible. But for the effort, I don't think it's too bad. All right. All right, I'm gonna get these back in the oven at 375 for 10 minutes. And we'll see how they turn out. All right, y'all, so here's what we ended up with. Not perfect. You can see it's somewhat reflective. It's a little bit grayed. I put that chrome poly up there so you can see what real chrome looks like compared to it. It's not quite as clear. I think I had some off-gassing issues. You can see, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, there are some what looks like little bubbles. And there's a little bit of orange peel. You can see some texture to the finish. So I think prep work has a lot to do with this. All in all, it's not terrible. Backside looks more metallic because I just barely got any on the back. Let me take one of these out and go to the REO truck and I'll show you what they replaced. And you can also see these in the sun. So they do got some shine to them. A lot of people watching may not have seen the video where I 3D printed the pieces I put back here that replace these, or how they're doing. Here they are. This one had some damage. That's just nickel plated ABS plastic. You can see the aluminum's already dulled back. And go back around to the other side. Here's this one. It turned out a little bit better, but yeah, not much comparison. The nickel finish actually is a lot shinier, a lot more reflective. But then again, I did polish that. But compared to the aluminum, I know I can repolish the aluminum. It's still shinier than the aluminum. So I don't know. It might be worth taking these back off and actually powder coating the aluminum housings, and then maybe putting these in so everything matches up nicely. It's still better than the chrome spray paint, and those always dull when you put clear over them. They turn gray. This didn't turn as gray. Not terrible. Well, I guess that's all for this. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about it.